Hi everyone, I'm Monique and today I'm taking part in a fun YouTube hop with Lottie Loves Paper to celebrate a National Scrapbooking Day, and we have got a fun sketch challenge for you today with prizes. There are two ways to win one of the prizes. The first is to pop along to all the videos in this lovely hop. I'll link everyone up below, have a watch of their videos and comment on all the videos. There'll be one winner chosen from all the comments. The other way is to take part in the sketch challenge and to create your own interpretation of it and to post it on the Lottie Loves Paper Facebook group, and there'll be one winner chosen at random. I'll link everything up for you below. Now let's get creating. Once again, I'm using the gorgeous Colour Study collection by Vicky Bouton, and I've taken a sheet of the New Ideas patterned paper, and it's got this beautiful ombre effect with various different colours, and I'm just cutting it apart so that I've got 6 rectangles. I'm using a sheet of foundations paper, also by Vicky Bouton, for my background because I want to do a little bit of mixed media. And so I've layered those rectangles on and I've popped my photos on. They're just 2 of the exact same photo. One is just printed slightly smaller and in black and white, and one larger and in colour. Now I had a scrap piece of patterned paper from the 6x8 paper pad that I used in my last layout. So I've just used that to make a little backing for my black and white photo. And now I'm going through all the different ephemera pieces from the 2 ephemera packs and just taking bits out and playing with them just to see where I think they might work, which ones might work better than others. I don't really have any definite ideas, so I'm just really playing to see what works. Now you'll see I end up with a bit of a tone-on-tone effect with all my embellishments. I just seem to gravitate towards putting yellow on yellow, pink on pink, etc, etc. And I think that just works, and it's just pleasing to the eye, and for me it just makes everything kind of fit together in this case. Now I'm just coming in with my pencil because I want to do some mixed media, and I want to know where those squares are going to be. So I've taken my gel crayons, also by Vicky Bouton, scribbled them on my acrylic block and diluted them with some water, and I want to make some like coffee ring marks because that's what my hubby and I were doing. We were out for a coffee to celebrate our anniversary. So I've just got my water sprayer bottle and I'm using the bottom of that. And then I've also got a stamp from Vicky Bouton's Colour Study collection, which is a whole pile of haphazard spots, and I'm just using the diluted gel crayons to make those coffee ring marks and to paint onto the stamp and then to stamp that down and then splatter around. So I'm just kind of thinking carefully where I want to put those rings. I am doing 2 together, clustering them together, and I want them to be peeking out from behind those rectangles, so you never see a full coffee ring. It's always kind of just peeking out, and I feel that it really helps keep the background and the foreground cohesive and working really well together. So you can see that these impressions are not perfect impressions, and that's what I was going for. I really didn't want clear stamped images. I wanted it to look a little bit rough around the edges, just like if you have spilt coffee or you've left a coffee stain on the table. That's kind of the look I wanted to go for, but obviously in these beautiful rainbow colors to coordinate with that patterned paper.
We wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking.
Now here's a quick look at that mixed media, and you will see it is definitely not perfect, but that's what I love about mixed media, is it doesn't need to be perfect. You will have also seen with the gel crayons that I was able to mix a multitude of colors. There are only 9 in the set, but that is all you need. You can create literally any color just by mixing and blending them together. They blend beautifully. So now I've taken those rectangles, I'm gently distressing the edges and sticking them down on my page and replacing all that ephemera that I've chosen so that I can start to glue things down properly now. Now that little scrap of paper, I decided I wanted it to be a little note paper, so I've used a note paper border punch for the top and distressed the edges, and that works perfectly like a little note. And I am just seeing now where I want everything to go. Now I've taken another piece of that scrap and I just want to put a little roughly torn edge down the side of my coloured photo. And then there's this other little strip that I would have normally possibly put in the bin, but I thought, oh, it'll be quite nice to have another little peek of that grid patterned paper. So I found a spot for it on the left-hand side by that teal rectangle. And now I've just cut apart that little tag, and that is from the perspective cut apart sheet. And I've used the top part of it peeking out the yellow rectangle, and the rest is going to go under my black and white photo. Now, we went to Costa Coffee to celebrate our anniversary. It's one of our favorite coffee places to go to, and before lockdown we used to go quite frequently for a cuppa, and I thought it would be good to have a little something from Costa Coffee on my page. So I've got a serviette, and some of you who may have seen my videos might remember that I like to back my photos with tissue paper, but today I thought, why not use the serviette? So I've got the little word Costa peeking out on the side there, and I took that little ephemera piece and I've just torn off the sentiment and stuck that along the bottom, and now I'm sticking that edging onto the larger photo.
Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Now, I love these chipboard stickers from the Colour Study collection, and it is so perfect because they have coffee rings in rainbow colours with little gold accents. So these were perfect for this page. So I've just used the coffee ring pieces, and I'm kind of cutting them in half, or some pieces slightly bigger than half or smaller, and just playing around to see where I like them. Now, I do fiddle here for quite a long time until I'm happy with their positioning, but by the end of it, I'm quite pleased with where they are, and they really are just peeking out, and I think they complement the layout quite nicely. Now, the Colour Study sticker book has some lovely little tab stickers, so I've taken a few of those off and again placed them tone on tone, just trying to find the right place. And they've also got some pretend washi tape strips, so those worked really nicely as well. And I love just using all these different elements just to add lots of different texture and different things to see visually. So I'm stapling on a couple of tabs. I've hidden away the coloured part of the tab and just left the craft piece showing. And now what I'm doing is, I had wanted to do some stitching, but then I decided against it and thought I'm going to doodle some edges. I wanted to bring a bit more gold into the page because there's some gold in those chipboard pieces I've used. So I've just used a gold pen and done like a double doodled border around each of those rectangles. Now I've just propped up my black and white photo, the whole layered piece, on some craft foam and stuck that down, and I've used silicone glue to place that clip down just so that it's got some dimension, so that the bottom piece of the clip is flush against the photo and the top piece is raised off the background.
Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before sleep, hear the crickets.
Now, I don't like wasting florals, so half of that floral is hidden behind the photo, so I cut it in half, and I'm going to use the other half actually on the photo at the top. So at least I've been able to make one floral spread over two photos, so nothing is wasted. Now I'm just using my clear ruler there to see that my photos are parallel to each other, and then I've taken this text ephemera piece and I just wanted to trim some of the white off. So I'm fussy cutting around that until there's just a thin white halo all the way around.
Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are fine.
Now it's time just to distress my florals just a little bit, and I'm going to be propping them up with silicone glue just so that I've got a little bit more control of the dimension that they've got. So I can tilt them and have the leaves slightly more raised. So I really do enjoy that aspect of silicone glue.
With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Now this little sticker from the sticker book was just perfect. It says snapshots of our life, and it's the perfect color as well, and that makes me so happy because I can match it tone on tone right next to that feature photo. So I've stamped on my date and I've used a little stamp with a double impression that says the story of today, and I'm going to be putting my journaling up on that top yellow rectangle. Now to add some foam squares behind my title. So I've just stuck millions of them on and painstakingly taking all the backings off and sticking them down in place and not forgetting the dot for the eye. And now I'm just extending that title with my little stamps, so it's going to say right here with you. And to finish off, some lovely gold splatters just to complement the gold accents on those chipboard stickers. And then finally, I'm going to be going in with my teeny tiny stickers just to do my journaling to document the story of my hubby and I sneaking out for a coffee date on our anniversary. Thank you so much for watching. I hope something you've seen today has inspired some new ideas for you and that you get a chance to take part in this fun sketch challenge by Lottie Loves Paper to celebrate National Scrapbooking Day. Please do pop along to the other videos, all linked below. Give them a watch and a comment so that you stand a chance to win a fun prize. And if you take part in this challenge, please do pop your sketches over in the Lottie Loves Paper community group on Facebook as well. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd be so grateful if you could subscribe to my channel. And you can also find me on Instagram at Handmade Happy by Monique. Thank you so much for watching and have a happy National Scrapbooking Day. Bye!